All right, guys. December 19th, 2019. I just dropped my daughter off for preschool. We're going to go back and sing here later, which is going to be pretty cool. But I'm going to talk to you today. Toughness tip of the day is how to conquer adversity. I've had a lot of adversity in my life, as many people watching this have. Tomorrow at 6 a.m., I'm about to have my 15th surgery that I've had in my life. I'm not going to get into details of what it is. I'm not going to explain how it is. My close friends, family, and my clients know what it is, but it's the fourth time I've had this surgery, but it's very annoying. The process is it's painful. The recovery's not too bad. It's like 4 to 6 weeks total, feeling good, but with the adversity, and everybody knows with Laird's Training and not getting the land approved for the build, a bunch of neighbors just not knowing what Laird's Training is about, and the BZA basically saying it's going to be too dangerous, which we all know it's not. It's just an excuse to get it pushed across that it wasn't going to happen. But at the end of the day, Laird's Training is going to be built no matter what they do. We're going to find a spot. We're going to find a home. And the future of our athletes that have created the culture that is Laird's Training, that everybody knows, that has made Laird's Training as successful as it is, we're going to win. We're unstoppable. And I can't wait for it. I'm excited about it. I love training my kids. I love meeting and welcoming new kids to the LT family because it's just so much fun. That, to me, there's no more joy as a coach and as an instructor than not just... It's great seeing the kids play college baseball and professional baseball one day and see them develop, physically. But to me, seeing young men and women turn into strong young men and women, and specifically the men turn into what real men should be like, accountable, disciplined, that's what it's all about. But back to adversity. So I'm having multiple surgeries over my course of my life, and I've had injury after injury when I was playing baseball. The adversity with Laird's Training that I was just mentioning. My wife and I, we tried for 4 years to have children. We didn't think we were going to be able to have children at one point in time. It was 4 years of trying, and it ended up not working out until 4 years later. And it was just because that was what God wanted us to have. And now we have 3 beautiful kids, and the plan is to have more. But when it comes to adversity, and this is the number one secret, and I always consider I've never failed at anything in my life. That's always the mindset that I've had. I didn't achieve the dream of playing the MLB, but I got injured. I never got the opportunity. And with my mindset and with my work ethic, I know if I stayed healthy, I would have played professional baseball at a high level. That's always the mindset. That's what I think. And I could give two, about what other people think. People that know me and people know the talent that I had, know that I had the work ethic to do that and the ability to do that. But I want to tell you the first and most important thing to conquer adversity is, number one, don't see it as adversity. You need to see it as the road traveled. Whatever comes in front of my way, no matter what comes, it's not going to prevent me from achieving my goals. It's just the road that I have to travel. I've had a lot of situations, a lot of things in my life that have happened that made me have to go the hard route. I had to go the longer route. It had to be as hard as possible for me. But you know what happens when your route is harder, right? And you can look at this as an athlete right now trying to play college baseball, being a smaller athlete that's going to be overlooked by the bigger, more athletic guys. You can look at this as a person who's trying to get that scholarship, and you have to work twice as hard than the other people in order to get that scholarship. And that harder road traveled, that extra discipline that it takes, that extra work that it takes, makes you who you are. I was talking to my kids last night in the weight room, and I was talking about the mental toughness that I had with surgery, the mental toughness I had with conquering the LT issues and the build issues. And we're talking about things, growing up and, getting into scuffs and then fights growing up. And I go, I'm not any different than you guys. And they disagree. They think that a lot of genetics goes into the process, and I completely disagree with that. Genetics goes into natural skill and talent that you have and natural ability. But the nature, right? The nature meaning your environment and how you grow up in. That is everything in life. That is how you can build yourself into an absolute savage to be able to conquer whatever you want. A mom could be a savage. The mom that gets up every day, that's a stay-at-home mom that gets after her kids, takes care of her kids, cleans up the house, gets everything prepared, helps plan the future for the family. That mom can be a savage. Or the mom that does all that and works a job, a full-time job, and is getting the kids everywhere that she needs to go, getting them to practice, getting them to lessons. That's a savage. The dad who works 50, 60 hours a week, busts his ass, still makes time to train his kids, help his kids, invest his kids into doing things that they enjoy to be able to reach at a high level. And that's a savage. And learning and understanding, and this is the big thing, like if you understand that the road you are traveling, no matter how many bad things happen, is the road that you have to take in order to achieve your goals, you'll accept it. Don't sit here and make excuses when bad things happen and you can't do this or you can't do that. Don't allow yourself to have any kind of self-pity. And I shared this picture the other day about do not say negative things about yourself ever. Do not say negative thing about yourself, because the mind does not understand the difference. And that's number 2. So number 1, understand that that's your road traveled. That's how you need to take. And it's going to make you harder. It's going to make you tougher. No matter what you do, if somebody else made it easy, okay, fine, they made it easy. They got their stuff. They got their goals they achieved. That was the easy route. But you know what's wrong is they're weak. Anything that, like, if you look at anybody that's ever had anything handed to them, like kids whose parents give them everything or take care of everything, it's not a coincidence those kids are always weak. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I see kids all the time. I know which kids are babied, and I know which kids are forced to, hey, carry your own bag. Hey, do your chores. Hey, do your job. Do your job. Like, I know the difference between those kids. And that harder road traveled, that is going to build you into the person that is going to raise kids better in the future when you have a family. Or it's going to help you become a better son, a better daughter, a better mother, a better father, whatever it is. That hardness, right? And especially, we live in the Midwest, blue-collar people, great people. That hardness that is in the Midwest will build you into the person if you allow it. If you fight it, if you fight that adversity and you fight that comes in front of you, and again, I don't look at it as adversity, I just look at it as the road that I have to travel. If you fight it, you will harden up from it. But number 2, you are always positive self-talk. Everything is always, I can do anything I want. I can do whatever I want. And I hate when people say, oh, don't be cocky, don't be arrogant. I really don't care for those words. People consider me cocky, and I don't care. The difference is, I like cocky people. I don't like cocky people that are condescending and toward other people. I like people that think they can do anything against all odds. I love people like that. That's the mentality I want my athletes to have. It bothers me so much that people get on people about being confident or being cocky, or, oh, you're too cocky, you do whatever. But they have confidence issues, and they look in the mirror and they have self-esteem issues. Like, I'm never going to listen to advice from people that don't have their own crap figured out, or at least don't have figured out what they're trying to give you advice on. And that happened to me my entire life. People are always trying to give me advice on stuff. I'm like, well, what are you doing right now? Nothing. So what are you trying to give me advice on? It's just like people, like, I'll post videos on social media, hitting drills, and you got some keyboard warrior that's probably sitting there drinking his Mountain Dew and eating potato chips going, what does this drill do? Well, I don't know, fat boy. Why don't you get on there and try to do something about it? Nobody get offended at that. Oh, man. People know me, know that I don't mean anything by that. But here's the thing. If you look in the mirror and you walk day to day, every day to day in life, and you know and truly inside believe that you can do anything, and you tell yourself that you can do anything, you tell the people around you, you lift those people up that you can do anything, that everything that you do is building toward your dream. You're going to make mistakes, but those mistakes help you learn how to fix the problem, understand the issue. And I can't tell you enough, man, the positive self-talk and my mindset of being unstoppable and not seeing adversity as adversity, but just a road traveled, it has helped me shape me into the man that I am today. It has helped me conquer so much in life, and I just go. I take care of 3 kids all day, every day. A newborn, a 1-year-old, and a 3-year-old. I'm working during those hours. Sometimes I feel very guilty because I have to respond to emails. I have to answer phone calls. I have to do things until I start lessons because I want to help teach my kids. And I do that, obviously, but I want to do it more. I always feel like I could do more. And the people that are highly successful never consider themselves a success. They always see it as ever changing, ever growing. They could always be better. Like the LT business has had the best year it's ever had. I can always be better. We could always help this guy a little bit more, or that girl a little bit more, help this swing a little bit better. And that's the mindset that I have. And this video is getting into about 10.5 minutes now, which is fine. Like, the people that are dedicated and want to know, they'll watch the video. The other people that watch 2 seconds of the video, cool. I mean, that's what you guys want to do. You occupy your time with what you want to occupy your time with. And I'm as guilty as anybody. Sometimes we make mistakes and we waste time. I don't want to waste that time. I want to be the best father I could be. I want to be the best husband I can be. And then I run my business at nighttime, and I want to give 100%. I don't care if it's the last session of the day, the 9 p.m. session. My kids, they show up. That's their first session of the day. So I'm going to give them the first session of the day mindset. We're going to kill it. So that's some ways and some parts of my life of how I've conquered adversity. If anybody watches this video and you really like it and enjoy it, please like and share. If it really helps you, I'm glad. Anything that I can do to help people, become more mentally tough and stronger version of themselves, and learn how to conquer adversity, because we always are going to have adversity. We're always going to have adversity. There's a lot of people that have had a lot harder things in their lives than I have. And those are people to look up to. The people that have walked a mile through those hard trenches, those are the people you need to listen to. Laird's Training, How to Conquer Adversity. A couple lessons on life, a little motivation of the day. Toughest tip of the day, conquer it. See you guys later.